the first pose looked awkward was because the bow's string was trapped under the character's arm. The reason the pose on the left looked wrong was because his bow would be caught in the cloak, whereas the pose on the right is more open and he looks free to move into action the second he needs to. With all the characters now drawn, we can bring back the background sketch and look at the overall composition to make sure everything looks as it should. I find that the male character is placed too much at the front, so I size him down until I find he looks like he belongs between the back trees. This same applied on the female character hanging upside down. She looked far too big for her placement in the background, so I sized her down to fit more appropriately. Once I've completed resizing the characters and their positions in the background, we want to remove the background lines placed underneath the characters. I don't want to erase them though, as I'll be drawing the line art separately and I want to keep the option of resizing the characters further once the line art is complete. To make this happen, I create a new layer placed between the character and background layers, select the brush by pressing B on my keyboard, and choose white to then fill in the character shapes on that new layer, effectively hiding the background lines visible beneath. And here we are! In the next video, we will be shading the sketch by using the light source reference created in Poser. Thank you for listening! Hi, and welcome to Mastering Fantasy Design with Poser and Illustrator. My name is Nas Peters, and in this video we are going to shade the sketch, bringing back the light source reference we created in Poser. Now the shading here doesn't have to be perfect or pristine. It acts as a rough reference, only which we will later use once we've completed the line art and incorporated the base colors. Just like we have done so far, let's focus on one thing at a time. I start with the background, hiding the character sketch and unhiding the Poser reference so we can take a look at the light source. I can see that the light hits the elements from the left side and want to sketch this in first so I can build the shading around it. Selecting the brush tool, I make it much larger and pick a light color. Since the background is white, I go with a soft yellow. I then create a new layer